Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Captify Consulting Investor Relations team, I welcome you all to the Q3 and 9 months FY26 post-earnings conference call of Suyog Telematics Ltd. Today on the call from the management team we have with us Mr. Shiv Shankar Lature, Managing Director, Ms. Subhashite Lature, Full-Time Director, Mr. Ajay Sharma, Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Tushar Shah, Business Head India, and Mr. Suyash Lature, Business Development Manager. As a disclaimer, I would like to inform all of you that this call may contain forward-looking statements which may involve risk and uncertainties. Also, a reminder that this call is being recorded. I would now request the management to brief us about the business and performance highlights for the period ended December 2025, the growth perspective and vision for the coming year, post which we will open the floor for Q&A. Over to the management team.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Tushar Shah. I'm heading business for Suyog, as you all know. I would first give a presentation. I am sure you must have seen presentation by now. So over this call, I'll just discuss few slides which are very important from investor perspective, and then we can go for Q&A and closer to be done by Sir's remark. So I'll start my presentation right now. This presentation is for Q3 and December ending 25, sorry. So in terms of revenue percentage from each operator, we have grown our revenue percentage in last quarter for Airtel and Vodafone. So we've done decent amount of site for Vodafone, and Airtel upgrades are going on, which has again increased the Airtel percentage, which went a little bit down because of high volume done in Q3 last year for BSNL. In terms of absolute number, we have as of today, as of 31st December, our total tower count was 5904 with tenancy of 7206. And as you know, all our USP are government sites, which is 1000 plus. We have 4000 plus small cell tenancies, and we have crossed 6000 kilometers in fiber network. In terms of rollout, we have done all these sites which came in Q3 are macro sites. So our revenue per site has also grown because of the macro site rollout. So here, this is a very slide important for the investor perspective with reference to our future growth. Like we have been telling from past 3 quarters, yes, there is a delay in plan, but now I think it's publicly available. There are statements from minister and there are statements from Vodafone management. So if you see in last week, Vodafone has already declared 45,000 crore investment in the span of 3 years time. And I've been personally visiting all the Vodafone offices from last 1 week. I've been to Maharashtra, I've been to Kolkata yesterday, today I'm in Jaipur. So we are seeing a very encouraging number in terms of Vodafone rollout. They are planning around 13 to 15,000 sites in Q1 of next financial year. Planning has begun. They've almost finalized the site list, and I'm proud to say that Suyog is one of the most preferred partner in all these circles which I visited till date. So we are seeing a healthy business coming from Vodafone by end of Feb or March first week, and rollout will start from Q1 next year. So at least from Suyog perspective, we are targeting another 3,500 Vodafone sites in FY27, which we are very 100% sure will come through. Now, since Vodafone has already arranged the funds of 45,000 crore, which includes 25,000 crore from mandate, 5,000 crore infusion from promoter, and 10,000 from NBFCs. Even if you have seen the budget last on 1st of Feb, India has allocated 28,000 crore for BSNL only for FY27. Post budget, there was a statement from Jyoti Rao Sindha, who is the Minister of Telecom, that this capex should be used for rolling out 23,000 new 4G sites for BSNL, which we are discussing from past 3 quarters. Obviously, there is a delay from BSNL, but now it's very clear. Since they have got 28,000 crore funds and there is a statement from Minister, sooner or later that 23,000 sites will get rolled out in FY27 anyhow by BSNL, because that's their target, which has been openly declared by Minister. And out of 23,000 sites, we are targeting 5,000 to 6,000 sites for BSNL, which we are very sure will come in FY27 now post all the declarations. And the total budget allocated for BSNL was around 65,000, where there is a 40% jump in the government allocation to BSNL, which has now gone to 73,000 crore, which clearly gives an indication that government is very serious about BSNL. Yes, there can be a delay in rollout of BSNL, but there is a major seriousness in government, and they want to bring BSNL as one of the best PSUs in India. That's why so much of 170,000 crore has been allocated to BSNL in last 1.5 years time. In terms of opportunity for Suyog, yes, we are all set. I will request all investors to have a little bit patience. Yes, there are delay in our plans, but we're all set to take a major leap with the announcement of Vodafone and BSNL and Airtel going very strong on upgrade. We would be doing what targets we have been declaring from past 3 quarters. I'm sure we'll achieve it in current quarter plus FY27. Put together, we'll achieve our target. There is a delay because of my entire rollout or my entire plan is dependent on the operators rollout when they start the rollout. But with the clear announcement coming in public forum, now it's very clear that FY27 will be a very big and a changing or game changer year for Suyog Telematics Ltd, where you would be part of top 3 telecom tower company of India. And same feedback we are getting from operators, both BSNL and Vodafone, who are rolling out these sites, that Suyog is one of the most preferred partner for both the organization. So way forward is very clear. The target which we are saying that we want to reach 15,000 tenancies. So we will be adding another 10,000 tenancies more, which we can clearly see coming up in current quarter plus FY27. In terms of financials, we have hit the revenue of 555 million, EBITDA is 395 million. So again, a quarter where we have sustained our margin of EBIT, very strong margin in terms of PAT and EBITDA. So we have been consistently saying that these margins are sustainable, and we have been sustaining this margin quarter on quarter every year. Every quarter we have been sustaining these margins. So again, this is one of the very critical side because I think I was not able to communicate you the revenue which we are realizing from BSNL sites and from the Airtel upgrades. So all of you are aware that in FY24, our per tower revenue on average was 32,000 and it went to 34 and 35,000 in Q1 of FY25. Then there was a dip in our revenue which went to 29,000 site in Q3 last year. The main reason for that was the 1800 sites which we did for BSNL, and we were not able to do billing because they were not able to integrate these sites. So, and if you see last 3-4 quarters, we have been starting billing. So there was always a column, a number in my slide where I was saying there is 1800 sites which were unbilled now, which has come down to 558 in current quarter. The reason of that, because of that, we are able to increase our per site tower, and we are again coming back on track where we have reached 31,533 rupees per tower per month. Again, so it's on a upward trajectory where we are increasing our tower revenue per tower, which is one of the most positive sign. If there is a revenue per tower is high, it will again show the output on EBITDA and PAT. So because of BSNL billing, which has started for almost 1,000 plus sites, and because of Airtel upgrades, our revenue per tower has again gone from 29,000 to 31,000. And I'm very confident it will reach to level of 32, 33,000, which I've been declaring from past quarter in coming 1 or 2 quarter itself. Since we would be completing our billing for BSNL in next 1 or 2 quarters, Airtel upgrades are going on. Even if you see our competitor has declared the same thing that their revenue will increase because of new tenancies from Vodafone, where I am saying my revenue will increase because of new tenancy from Vodafone and BSNL put together, while along with Airtel upgrades which are going on very strongly. So one of the positive of last quarter is we have crossed 31,500 ka mark for revenue per tower, and which is one of the very healthy sign, and which shows the strong financials of a company where if a revenue per tower is 30,000, is one of the most healthiest revenue per tower in terms of any tower industry in India. I think you all have seen the financials, so I don't need to repeat that number. Revenues are growing. Revenues are stable as of now from past 3-4 quarters. We have sustained EBITDA and PAT margins. And balance sheet is as strong as ever. And only one thing I again want to declare that we will be doing another 2,500-3,000 sites without any major fund issues because we have aligned all our finances. As informed last quarter, we have got enough bank debt approvals, sanctions letters available with us. There's an inflow of funds from promoter because the warrants has been converted now. And we have a very healthy cash flow since we have not done any major rollout in last 3 quarters. So I'm very confident we will not have any major fund issue if whenever we want to roll out 2,500-3,000 sites, that we have enough funds to roll out 3,000 sites, post which we can see how do we manage our funds. But our targets will not get affected because of lack of funds. We have aligned everything. I think in terms of presentation, that's it from my side. And now we can open for Q&A. Vinay, we can open for Q&A now. Thank you, everyone. Vinay, up to you.
Yeah. All those who wish to ask a question may use the option of raise hand and we'll invite you to ask a question. We'll take the first question from the line of Varun. Varun, you can go ahead, please.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Sir, firstly, I wanted to ask, so you have done around 98 tenancies in Q1, then you added 52 towers in Q2, but the revenues for the last 3 quarters have been or flattish. So what is the reason for that? You have already been doing CapEx also. In last quarter, you had mentioned. So we haven't seen much jump in the revenues. So
So I would like to see now. I was just shown one of the slide where our revenue per tower has increased from 29,000 to 31,000. Now again, you guys will have to understand one thing, that revenue per site will always dip when we do rollout for BSNL sites. A main reason is site rental portion, which is passed through for us. So our revenue comprises of IP fees plus site rental. IP fee is actual revenue and site rental is pass through revenue. So whenever we build site for any private operator, our revenue, our site rental, which we pay to site owner is to 15,000, 20,000, 30,000. But whenever we build tower for BSNL, our site rental is highest is 7,000 in Mumbai and Delhi, and it would be around 3,000 to 5,000 in rest of India. So our revenue per site will always take a hit when we do BSNL rollout, but it will not impact our PAT and EBITDA because our margins are same for all the private operator and government operator. So we'll not see same revenue of 35,000 if we do lot of sites for BSNL. Our revenue may dip to 31, 32,000 per tower. But yes, our profit will improve because site rental portion will reduce in our overall revenue portion. And that's the reason you are not seeing the same revenue hike even when I'm doing bidding. And even if you see there are another 550 sites where bidding, 558 sites to be precise, where bidding is still pending for BSNL. While that 558 towers are added in number of towers, but bidding is not being done because BSNL has not been able to integrate that site because of microwave issue or because of lack of equipments.
Okay. And last quarter you mentioned addition of towers for Vodafone also. So that should show in Q4 or from next year.
No, so Vodafone tower, the 43 tenancies for this quarter was for Vodafone because we have not done any new tower for BSNL. We are just doing billing for BSNL. Last 2 quarters we are doing Vodafone sites. Q4 will also, I believe, would be a strong quarter, but not very strong as per your expectation. A major number will come Q1 onwards, where Vodafone has already informed us that their material is expected by mid-March. They are doing a massive rollout. So Q1 onwards, FY27 Q1 onwards, you'll see a major jump every quarter in terms of number of towers or tenancies added in our network.
And your previous guidance for this year's tenancy was 9,000. So now what will be the guidance for this and next
As
year?
of now, I think it should be close to 7,000, 7,500 to 8,000. We are trying to maximize. See, if Vodafone gets the material, we'll try to maximize 1 month, which is left in our hand. Right now, if you see effectively, we're only 2 months in our hand. We'll try to maximize the number of tenancies, but it will again depend on the material availability with Vodafone. So as of now, I feel it should be close to 7,500 site tenancies for this year, and then major jump Q1 onwards in next year.
So 12,000 you maintain for next year?
12,000. Yeah. Higher than 12,000 for next year because now we have absolute clarity from BSNL and Vodafone both.
And this year your revenue guidance was around 240 crores. So we maintain that for the full year?
No, we'll not maintain 240 for this year since rollout is not done by both the major operator. So revenue will take a hit a little bit, which will recover in next year.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Varun. We'll take the next question from the line of Costa. Mr. Costa, we can unmute and go ahead, please.
Yeah, hi. Could you please, I'm fairly new to this, could you please explain to me how with 10,000 to 12,000 towers a year, I mean, what type of revenue can you generate? And could you just relay out?
So, Kaustubh, I will not be directly, since it's a public, I will not be directly saying the revenue which will come, but I can give you some hints where you can calculate yourself.
Yes,
On
please.
an average, revenue per site would be close to 32,000. So if we have say 10,000 towers or 8,000 towers, you can multiply it by 32,000. That would be a revenue. once we complete the entire 10,000 towers. And in terms of EBITDA, it will still sustain the 68-70% of EBITDA margin with close to 30-32% of PAT margin.
So I just wanted to understand what are the risks to this? I mean,
So, also the best part of this industry is there is no risk. Yes, we'll never have an opportunity which get missed. There can be opportunity which is delayed, but there will never be opportunity which will be missed because rollout is going to happen. It can get delayed by few quarters, but it will come. So, and sites which have been allocated to Suyog will remain with Suyog. And if you see in terms of number of competitors, we have hardly 2 or 3 competitors in pan-India basis. I can name them. Indus Tower is one of our competitor, which is also doing good in industry. Second one is LTS, which is Brookfield organization, which are not that aggressive as Indus and Suyog. And there is no other major operator across India who is doing rollout pan-India. And in
but
terms of LTS and Indus, they're too big for us. So we don't even compete with them. We have our own monopolistic, so-called monopolistic market where we play along with our strength. Indus has their own strength. So, and there is enough rollout across India which can easily accommodate 5, 6, 7 tower company. While actually, if you see, major rollout is done only by 3 tower companies.
so you've expanded in Delhi also through an acquisition, right? So
Right.
this tower target includes the Delhi expansion, or this
Yes,
is
it's a
only
consolidated numbers. We are starting declaring consolidated numbers, which including the numbers of looters.
correct? But I'm saying this target of
Yeah,
what?
it's the target. What I'm saying it includes it's a pan-India target. But
Okay,
either we like in for BSN we'll do everything name of Suyog only. For
yeah,
Vodafone, as of now we're doing in name of Suyog. We may also do it in name of Lotus. It's a consolidated target.
understood. And okay, understood, sir. Best of luck. And
Thank
just
you.
if you could just one last, so you were saying,
Yeah.
I just wanted to reconfirm FY27. What were you saying was your tower target?
So tower, we are planning to add another around 10,000 tenancies in FY27.
Okay,
So that's
so
the target for
that's around
FY27.
three
So
into
almost we'll
32,000.
double our
Okay,
tenancy in next
okay,
year. More than double.
okay, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Anyone who wishes to ask the question may please raise hand.
Take the next question from Deepak Pandey. Deepak, you can go ahead.
Hi. Thank you for an opportunity, sir. Sir, on the 10,000 sites implementation next year, how would the quarterly layout look like?
As of now, I can give visibility of Vodafone, which seems around 1,000 towers per quarter. BSL, I'm not committing right now because still you've not got confirmation from which quarter they want to start the rollout. I believe it should be Q1 only. But till the time we get confirmation, I'll not commit on BSL. But as of now, I think we should target 1,000 tower per quarter effective from Q1 for only Vodafone. And once BSNL have a clarity, see, they're going to do it in FY27, but it depends on the material availability from Tejas. So once I get clarity, I can add BSNL numbers to it. But it should be major rollout should happen again in Q3 every year. It happens in Q3. It will happen this year also. So you can say almost 40% in H1 and 60% in H2.
Understood. And what is the material that is not being provided to BSNL?
See, they have just placed an order to Tejas. That's what information we have got. So basically, if you see, we are a passive tower company, right? So we do pole and everything. Well, operator will need to come along with their BTS, micro antenna, GSM, and all active equipments. So Tejas is the active equipment supplier for BSNL, and they have been working very aggressively with Tejas for the immediate availability of material. But still, confirmation is awaited from BSNL.
Got it. And how does the year after that looks like, sir? For FY28, is there a layout in your mind?
There is something in my mind, but so it would be better than FY27 if what I think is possible because right now only 2 operators are rolling out. There are very big news from Airtel and Jio that they will also soon start the new rollout, but no official confirmation yet. So if they both start, then FY22 would be better than FY27 also.
Okay. And is it fair to assume that BSNL and Vodafone largest, rollout will be in FY27 only?
Yeah,
And post that?
100%. They will have a highest rollout in FY21.
Okay, and post that it should go down for the next year?
Not really, because they are far behind compared to Airtel and Jio. So they will have to continue with this massive rollout because their number of towers are less than 50% when you compare with Airtel and Jio towers. So they will have to continue with this massive rollout for next 2 or 3 years. If they want to sustain, obviously they will sustain if they want to grab a good enough market share, they have to continue with this massive rollout for another 2 or 3 financial years.
Got it. And at what stage do we need funds now?
What?
Going ahead, you are saying 3,000 sites can be deployed without any fundraise
Right.
or fund requirement. Post that, you will need funds, right?
Right.
And how do you plan to get that?
See, now, as of now, we're not finalizing anything. Once we roll out 3,000 sites, there are multiple factors which will impact our fundraising plan. One is we'll have a much better cash flow because 3,000 sites will start giving me revenue immediately. So it will be a better cash flow. Then first, obviously, our priority would be to increase the debt. If we're able to secure more debt at a better interest rate, we'll go for that. And then if there is any shortage, we may go for fundraising either by preferential or even by QIP or whatever suits the company. So as of now, nothing has been finalized. So when the right time comes, we will decide and we'll declare you accordingly.
Got it. So last question would be on the receivable part. If you can quantify as on 31st December, what is the receivable?
Himanshu, can you share the exact numbers of receivable? But it has reduced quite a lot compared to previous quarters.
52 CR. 52 CR. And out of that, Vodafone would be how much?
Vodafone would be around 30-40%. But Vodafone payment has been streamlined. Yani Vodafone is paying me within 90 days. So there are no concerns as of now with reference from payment from any of the operators. We are getting payments on time. There would be few delay in BSNL, but we are getting it.
Understood, sir. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Deepak, we'll take the next question from the line of Tanmay Zaveri. Tanmay, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Hi, good morning, sir. I just have one question. I just wanted to confirm. You mentioned 10,000 tenancies over 7,000 towers. Is this right?
Yeah, 10,000 tenancy over 7,200 tenancies right now. So
And
entire
this-
calculation happens as per tenancy. That's why I'm mentioning tenancies.
Right. And this entire thing will happen by next financial year.
Yes, as of now, the projections which we've got from BSNL and Vodafone, BSNL is planning somewhere around 23,000 sites, out of which we are targeting 6,000, 5,000, 6,000 tenancies. And Vodafone is planning 13 to 15,000 sites, tenancies in next financial year, out of which we are targeting another 3,500 tenancies. So put together, it should be around 10,000 tenancies for next FY27.
Okay. And sir, you mentioned that we haven't done any major rollout in the last 3 quarters, and we are trying to align this. But at the same point, this is also a problem for us, right?
It's not a, see, you can't term it as a problem. You can say, yes, there is a delay in growth. Growth will come 100% come. That's what I said even with one of the other investor, that in this industry, the best beauty of industry is you can have an opportunity which gets delayed. It cannot get cancelled. So opportunity which we're thinking of rolling out this 5, 7, 10,000 site in FY26 has got delayed to FY27, and only reason is Vodafone was not able to arrange funds on time, which they have just declared that they have now 45,000 crore for next 3 financial year, which has been declared last week. And even if you see the budget, finance minister has allocated 28,000 crore for BSNL for FY27 alone. So now since funds are in place for major both the operator who are rolling out site, there was a delay in opportunity, which has been delayed by, you can say, 3 quarters.
Yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from the line of Tarun Kumar. Tarun, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Right.
Sir, I have a question. In 24, we gave guidance of doubling the number of towers, but we are still at the same place. How confident we are achieving this in next year?
Tanmay, I think you have to be a little bit louder. We missed what you said.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I think 1.5 years back, you gave a guidance of doubling the number of towers,
Right.
but we are still at same place. And every quarter we see there is delay with BSNL and Vodafone. How
Right.
confident we are of achieving this next year?
So again, so if you are tracking the news of telecom industry, Vodafone has just declared a 1 week back that they are going to invest 45,000 crore in span of 3 years. So if you even divide it equally, it's around 15,000 crore in FY27. When you say 15,000 crore, they are going to invest more. They are going to do more than 15,000 sites, close to 15,000 sites in FY27, which number we also got from Vodafone in last week. So now since Vodafone funds are already arranged, they'll not keep funds as it is. Right? They want to capture a market share which they were been losing from past few quarters, which has reduced in terms of churn of customer. And to again gain the customer, they have to deploy sites. There is no other way. Network is their product. So we are very sure Vodafone is going to do 15,000 sites. And even if you have seen the budget, again, same thing, 28,000 crore has been allocated to BSNL for FY27 alone. And if you have tracked Jyotirao Scindia, he has openly declared immediately after budget that this 28,000 crore would be used for rolling out 23,000 new 4G sites. So now, since now both the operator who are doing the rollout have funds in their hand, it's just a matter of time that they start the rollout. And once they start the rollout, obviously business will have to come to Suyog and IP in the IP company like Indus, Brookfield, and Suyog. There are no other major player in the industry. So if you ask me personally, I'm very, very confident. But obviously, we are again dependent on Vodafone and BSNL, which now we have more than enough clarity from past 1 week.
Okay, so in last 1 year, stock price has decreased from 2,000 to around 500 now. So I think promoter is doing preferential, but are you looking to increase from open market?
It's not. See, about share price, we can't comment as a company. We are very clear. We want to perform. We want to show numbers. We want to show delivery what we have committed. Post which I am very sure market will respond positively if we are able to do another 2,500 3,000 signs in span of 6 months. Market will react positively. And we really don't manipulate the market. Market will take its own course. I'm sure if I am able to deliver what I am committing, price will go upward. We don't need to do anything as a company to improve our market price. Market will respond positively on themselves.
Okay, and sir, how much will be paid after suppose 2 and 3 years from now, once all this rollout is done?
So see, we are in terms of like of annuity business. It's an annuity business. Once we roll out site, we'll get the same revenue, we'll get the same PAT and EBITDA %. So our sustainable PAT is around close to 32% is a sustainable PAT after rollout of 10,000 tenancies also.
And sir, how depreciation will work? I think it will also increase and interest cost.
It will increase depreciation initially because all my existing towers are almost we have completed the depreciation period. So new tower will have a higher depreciation.
Okay, so 30% is PAT guidance.
Yes, 30% would be PAT, sustainable PAT for year on year.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tarun. We'll take the next question from Mr. Vansh Solanki. Mr. Vansh, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Hi, good morning to Sir, and hi, good morning, Vinay. My question is on last call, you told that there is some data center project which you are going on about 35 crores of worth, and that was to become. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, and you told that some part of that will come in Q3 and the majorly part of that revenue will come in Q4. But in Q3, I'm not seeing any kind of revenue here. So is it possible that the whole 35 crores will come in Q4?
So again, you are correct. There is no portion which has come in Q3. Reason being like my tower rollout got delayed. Same way, the data centers are also dependent on the operators like BSNL and Vodafone for their business. I'm not well. Yes, Q4 will see a substantial revenue, not entire revenue, but we can see substantial revenue which will come from a fiber business mainly related to data center.
And the project
as of now, market looks.
Okay, and the project is 35 crores worth, right? If I'm not wrong.
Close to 35 crores, yes.
And is there any deadline that we have to, like, we need to complete it by Q4, or it can be delayed to Q1
No, so as
FY27
of
also?
now, the customers which we are speaking, which are non-telecom operator, they have got information from operator that they want to have entire backward ready by end of Q4 so that they can do aggressive rollout in next entire year. See, backward is one of the most critical thing for the rollout of new towers. And as of now, I think it should get completed by March. See, it's only about laying fiber. Their infra is ready. They have already identified the places for data center where we need to lay fiber and connect them. So for us, it's a span of 1.5 month time once we start the work. So it should get completed by Q4 or mid of Q1.
Okay, and till now, like January end, or till now the 6th February, you have not seen anything like that. Like, it's still pending as of now,
So
right?
planning has been completed, route has been finalized. Only thing we need to start laying once we get the go ahead from the customers, we'll immediately start the laying. Entire planning has been completed, material has been procured.
Okay. And my second question is on the site ready, like for integration. In Q2, it was 700 approx, and in Q3 end, it is 558 to be precise. So around 150 crore odd reduces the count. But still in Q3, the total count of tower is only increased by 43. So,
No.
like, there is
Sir,
something like
see,
math
basically the
going
site
on.
ready, what I'm saying when I say site ready for integration, they were the sites which were already considered in tower. Only difference is that billing was not started for that site. So as and when that number gets reduced, that indicates that I've done, there was always a concern among the investors that we have done 1800 sites for BSNL, which were part of my tower count, but we were not able to see billing of that sites. So as and when that numbers are reducing, that means I have started billing for that reduced number of sites for BSNL.
So,
It was a billing indication for BSNL towers.
okay, so you are just, if I'm understood right, the 558 site ready is already counted in the our towers number,
Yes,
right?
but billing is pending.
But billing is pending. Okay,
Yes, you're
okay,
right.
yeah, yeah. Okay, that's thanks from my side, and all the best.
Thank you.
Vansh, we'll take the next question from the line of Mr. Mike Kalati. Mike, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Good morning, sir. Thank you
Morning.
for the opportunity. Uh, Sir, so wanted to understand in
Can you
terms of
be a little
tenancies.
louder? You're not audible.
Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much. So just wanted to understand. So you gave two numbers in terms of closing tenancies. One was 12,000 tenancies by FY27, and another you gave 17,000. So what exactly is our target for new tenancy additions in FY27? Is it 5,000 tenancies or 10,000
No, no.
tenancies?
So we are saying I have 7,000 plus tenancies right now. We are planning to add another 10,000 tenants in FY27. So a closer FY27 should be close to 17,000 tenancies.
Okay, understood. And out of this, we are expecting 40% to come up in H1. So 4,000 tenancies will come up in H1. Is
Right.
what our target is?
Right. So we are planning around 4,000 tenancies in H1 and 6,000 tenancies in H2 based on operator feedback. Right now, it may change, it may get reversed also if operator pushes for higher tenancies in H1. My entire plan is dependent on BSNL and Vodafone. As of now, it's 40-60.
Understood. And sir, in Q2, you mentioned about getting a BSNL order for around 6,000 sites or something like that, 3,000 sites. Is there a further delay in getting that order?
No, no.
What's the status
So
there?
again, I think I'll again repeat for everyone's clarity. BSNL is rolling out 23,000 sites, which have been declaring from past 3 quarters. They have done RFP. They have informed that Suyog is the most preferred partner. They have done mapping of all these sites. But they have not released the service order only because I think they were waiting for fund allocation from the ministry, which has happened in last budget, which was declared on 1st Feb. So now they have got the 28,000 crores fund allocation for 23,000 sites in FY27, which is clearly available in public domain, a statement made by the Minister of Telecommunication and Finance Minister both. So now, once they get the funds, first PO will go to Tejas for release, for getting the material ready. Because even if I make my tower ready, they don't have material, it does not make sense. They will not ready the site. So right now they are in the planning where they are releasing the PO to Tejas for 23,000 site material. And once that PO is approved, gone, immediately they will release the service orders to all the IP company, not only Suyog. Orders will go to Indus, Brookfield, Suyog, everyone. So we are expecting entire this process to get completed by end of March and rollout should start from Q1. That's my expectation. But knowing government PSU, you can't be sure, 100% sure over it. But yes, as of now, expectation is BSL should start rollout from Q1.
Okay, understood. And sir, last question on the funding part. So you mentioned that we have funding ready for another 3,500-3,000 sites.
Right.
And if we are planning 4,000 sites in H1 itself, then we would require funds in H1 of FY27, correct?
Right. So we will need funds in FY27. Yes, we'll need to do some fundraise in FY27. But whether we do it at end of Q1 or end of H1, we'll have to decide based on the quarter. Still, we have to take call every quarter based on the rollout which we are doing. So as of now,
Understood.
no immediate plans for fundraise. But yes, once we have a successful Q1, then we can take a call on fundraise.
Okay, understood. So, okay, done. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. One question.
Mahek, we'll take the next question from the line of Siddharth Bhattacharya. Mr. Siddharth, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, a couple of questions. While we see that there is a strong rollout opportunity that is
You're not
available in the
audible again.
next.
Hello? Yeah, you have to
Hello.
be louder.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, while we see that there is a strong rollout by the telecom guys, just wanted to understand what kind of wallet share or market share do we take out of this rollout
I again
between the
lost you.
three?
Can you again repeat? Or Kamlesh, can you help me with the question?
Yeah, sure. So basically, he's asking that there is a strong statements from the telecom industry. So what kind of market share are we expecting from the sector?
Okay. So, Siddharth, right? Siddharth,
Yes.
BSNL is planning 23,000 sites. Now, I am the most preferred partner for BSL. So, I can do any number of sites. But as a company, we are taking a very judicious call that we don't want to go overboard on BSNL, where my BSNL receivables or my BSNL revenue share is higher than private operator, because we always know that there would be delay in payment. So, right now, we have kept capping on BSNL rollout, which we are saying we don't want to do more than 5,000-6,000 sites for BSNL. Even
Okay.
though I can get business of 10, 12, 15,000 sites since I'm the preferred partner.
Okay.
But we want to keep our balance sheet very balanced, where we are not over dependent on one operator for our revenues.
Okay.
So we are out of 23,000 sites, we are capping BSNL at 5,000-6,000 sites as of now. And Vodafone has planned 15,000 sites. There will all go. There would be sharing and anchor both. So they may also go for some portion of sharing with Indus and Brookfield. So right now we are saying we'll do 3,500-4,000 sites for Vodafone.
Sure.
So which
Also,
is close to 35-40%, which is a decent enough numbers in a competitive market with 3 or 4 IP tower company.
correct. Correct. So also, sir, just wanted to understand one more aspect. So basically, in your presentation, we're talking about CCTV sites as well, right? So could you help me understand what is the traction on that? And
Okay, so see, basically CCTV is only a method to get the permissions for tower where we're not getting from past many years as a telecom industry.
correct.
So CCTV is like a normal small cell site. It's like a small cell tower. What I do, wherever I don't get permissions for tower from private buildings or private landowners, we approach a local corporation or local GP. We just put 12-meter pole on the road. We
Correct.
install CCTV. We give it to government free of cost, and at top of the pole, we install a small cell tower which is established to operator. Now, currently, there is no much movement in CCTV because major rollout is happening on macro site. Macro tower cannot be installed on a single 12-meter pole.
Correct.
We have heard that Vodafone will start HPSC mainly in Mumbai, few in Kolkata and Delhi. So whenever there is an HPSC rollout, CCTV sites will increase. Otherwise, for macro, it's a pure normal traditional towers.
Okay. And for traditional towers, is there any retrofitting that is that can be possible to convert them to CCTV sites as well?
There is no need, because once I get a permission, for a normal private building owner or landowner, why do I invest in CCT where I am not getting any revenue?
Okay. Okay. So, okay. Got that. Got that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, Siddharth. We'll take the next question from the line of Darshil Pandya. Darshil, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Hello, hi Tushar sir. Good morning.
Hi, Darshil.
Yes, sir. Sir, it's been some good time that we are tracking our company for some time now. Sir, I just want to understand a few parts from your side with regards to this tenancies, towers, and things that are in place. So, sir, back when we were in time for fundraise, that was the time that we were talking about adding this many tenancies. What guidance you are giving for next year was something that we should have been done by this year.
Right.
Just to understand. So my question is with regards to that if the rollout has been stopped, so why our management has been guiding in that zone that we will be doing this many towers, because it was delayed. I understand from your part what management has already told us in the beginning of the call, but
Right.
just to understand from our perspective that we are invested since a long time now.
Right.
And the story is being pushed for next financial year. I want your views on this and how confident and how what are our view on the rollout that are happening for at least for next year.
So, Darshil, I think first thing, there is no rollout which has been stopped. Rollout has got delayed. Now, see, whatever we commit numbers are based on the numbers which we receive from the operator, because obviously my revenue depends on my customer, right?
Correct.
So, whenever we get a figures like BSNL, if you see the BSNL website, in last 3 quarters back, they've done RFP for 23,000 site. So, when any company do RFP, which is like a small tender, you can say, people expect that rollout will happen immediately once the RFP gets closed. So we were expecting same numbers and same figure we got from BSNL. And again, when you see the Vodafone story, they have been speaking about 25,000 crore funds to be raised from past 3 quarters. And every quarter and quarter, we have been informed that be ready, we will be soon starting rollout. So to be transparent with investor, we don't under commit, we don't over commit. We clearly communicate what we receive from operator. So that's the reason we have been declaring from past 3 quarters, because the figure which we get from operator, we transparently share with the investor.
Correct.
Now, the second part of your question, how confident I am in FY27. Now, I think I'll have to ask few questions to you so that everyone understand why I am confident. Have you heard about 45,000 crore investment by Vodafone in next 3 years?
Absolutely, yes.
And are you sure Vodafone is going to invest? Have they arranged the funds?
Sir, we are not invested in Vodafone. We are invested in you.
Right.
So
But see, when a company like Vodafone Stature declare 45,000 crore, we'll have to trust them, right? That they have funds.
Correct.
Then only they will declare. So same way like we are trusting, I'm trusting Vodafone that yes, they are going to invest 15,000 crore in FY27. And once they roll outside, they'll have to come to Suyog. There's no other option.
Correct.
Same happens with BSNL. You have seen budget, you have seen 28,000 crore ka allocation.
Yes.
You have seen minister declaring 23,000 sites, right? So when a stature of Jyotirao Scindia declared that in FY27 we'll do 23,000 new 4G sites, we also go by same statement. Only difference between you and me is you only believe in these statements. I go one step further. I go and meet them personally. We speak with them and we get more clarity. So as of now, status is very clear. They are going to invest money in FY27 and by hook or by crook, they are going to roll out these sites. And once they have decided they are going to roll out this site, I am very confident I am going to achieve my tenancies. Because even right now, when I declare my numbers, I don't declare that we'll do 70-80% of the industry. I am declaring only 30-35% share, which is decent enough. Or maybe you can say here I am under committing because of some reasons. I am under committing. Otherwise, I can do much more than that.
Correct. No, I understood your point, and thank you for clarifying this. And so my second question would be with regards to, since we are talking about having enough liquidity. So just to understand, our debt position will be what if we go with this 3,000 tenancies in next 6 months, and what do we do after that? Because we will for sure need funds for further capex as what what our customers have been targeting of.
Right. Sarma ji.
Hello. Yes, sir.
जिस हिसाब से हम लोग रोल आउट कर रहे हैं और
3,000
साइट्स का जैसा हमने प्लान कर रखा है, अप्रोक्सीमेटली 3,000 प्लस साइट्स का मेरे पास में फंड्स अवेलेबल है आज के दिन, और अभी मेरा जो डेट है वो अराउंड 80 CR है, प्लस मेरे पास में 70 CR का ऑलरेडी सैंक्शंस अवेलेबल है, और हमारे पास में जो खुद के फंड्स है वो सब हम यूज करेंगे, तो हम 3000 प्लस साइज आराम से बना सकते हैं। तो मोटा मोटी मेरा डेट अगर मैं 2000 मतलब 227 का अगर बात करूं तो अराउंड 150 के आसपास मेरा डेट होगा ऑल इंक्लूडिंग।
ओके सर, आई गेस अपना शॉर्ट टर्म एंड लॉन्ग टर्म मिला के 130 हो रहा, तो उसमें और 150 ऐड होएगा?
नहीं, और मेरे पास में 70 आएगा, बट उसमें से रीपे भी होगा, बैक टू बैक रीपेमेंट भी आता है। तो एट द एंड मैं बोल रहा हूँ, एट द एंड ऑफ 27 इट नियर अबाउट 150 के आसपास कुछ होना चाहिए।
Okay, understood. And one last question, Tushar sir, before I come up again. Sir, आपने बोला 17,000 tenancies is something that we are expecting. Sir, इसमें towers कितने add होंगे? Just to understand from you.
Yes, we'll add another 8,000 towers for 10,000 tenancies.
Okay,
So
8,000
tower
plus
count should be somewhere around 13.5, 14,000 towers with 17,000 tenancies.
Okay, so probably if I understand your thing right, for 3,000 we are done. For 3,000, and for additional 3,000 we'll have to
For additional 5,000
for the
we have
other
to do
activity.
fundraise. Yes.
Fundraising. Okay. Understood. All right, I'll fall back in the queue, and I wish you all the best, sir.
एक मिनट दर्शी जी, कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि हम आगे फंड रेज करें ही। अभी आज के दिन तो हमारी मैनेजमेंट का यही डिसीजन है कि अभी फंड रेज की अपने को रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है। मोटा मोटी जो 3000 टावर्स मेरे बनेंगे उनसे मेरा जो रेवेन्यू साइज आता है उसके अंदर मेरा डेटा का कॉम्बिनेशन क्या बनता है, कैश फ्लो कैसे होता है, ये सब चीजें डिसाइड करके उसके बाद में मैनेजमेंट भी टेक द डिसीजन कि हमको किस साइड पे जाना है। तो माइट बी पॉसिबल कि आगे जाके हम करें या ना करें, इट्स अप टू द मैनेजमेंट।
करेक्ट, इसलिए मैंने बोला अदर ऑप्शंस हम लोग इवैल्यूएट करेंगे। Right. All right. Thank you, sir. All the best, and we hope that Suyog comes big in next few quarters.
Thank you.
Okay, Darshil. We'll take the next question from the line of Yogesh Sharma. Yogesh, you can unmute and go ahead.
सर, मेरे पास दो क्वेश्चंस हैं। फर्स्ट थिंग, तो मैं लास्ट ईयर से आपका शेयर्स में इन्वेस्ट किया हुआ है, तो ऑलमोस्ट 65% आपका शेयर्स डाउन है, ठीक है, मेरे बाइंग प्राइस से। और दूसरा चीज, तो आप ये जो डिस्कस कर रहे हैं लाइक VI और BSNL के साथ में आपका टाइप, तो अभी जो आपका एयरटेल और जियो के साथ में है टाइप का कुछ करना के टावर खड़ा करने का।
मेरा जो MSS है वो चारों ऑपरेटर के साथ है।
ओके।
अगर आप मेरा करंट रेवेन्यू भी देखेंगे, मेरा 47% रेवेन्यू एयरटेल के साथ ही आता है। सो एयरटेल इज माय बिगेस्ट कस्टमर, फॉलोड बाय वोडाफोन, जियो एंड BSNL।
ओके।
अभी नया रोल आउट कैसे होता है योगेश के, एयरटेल और जियो ने काफी टावर में इन्वेस्ट कर दिया और वो लोग वोडाफोन BSNL से बहुत आगे है।
ओके,
तो
राइट।
अभी मेजर रोल आउट कर रहे हैं वोडाफोन और BSNL। जैसे मैं वोडाफोन और BSNL का न्यू रोल आउट का बात कर रहा हूँ।
अच्छा।
और एज एंड व्हेन जब एयरटेल और जियो इन्वेस्ट करेगा मार्केट में, टावर खड़े करेंगे, बाय डिफॉल्ट उनके लिए भी काम करूंगा, बिकॉज मेरा एग्रीमेंट सबके साथ है एंड सबके लिए मैं वन ऑफ द प्रीफर्ड पार्टनर हूँ। तो अगर नेक्स्ट ईयर FY28 में एयरटेल जियो रोल आउट चालू करते हैं, यू वुड बी वन ऑफ द मेजर शेयर होल्डर ऑफ द मार्केट, वेयर विल डू मोर रोल आउट फॉर बोथ ऑफ देम।
ओके। और सेकंड थिंग, मैं आपका जो नंबर्स है लाइक मैं कांटेक्ट कर रहा, लेकिन आपका कोई कांटेक्ट हो ही नहीं रहा है। आपका ऑफिस पे HO पे भी कोई कांटेक्ट नहीं हो रहा है। मैंने नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स आपको मेल भी किया है।
आपने इन्वेस्टर्स ID पे मेल किया था क्या?
यस।
तो आपको रिप्लाई नहीं मिला?
नहीं, कुछ रिप्लाई नहीं मिला।
और मेरे साइड से आई विल रीचेक एंड आई विल एंश्योर कि रिप्लाई हो जाए।
होल्ड ऑन आरती बताओ।
हेलो Mr. Yogesh Sharma. From which field ID?
Aarti, your voice is not clear. You need to come near the mic.
Hello.
Sharma7294@yahoo.co.in से आपके पास मेल किया रहेगा लास्ट दिसंबर में, बट यू आर नॉट बी सेंड एनी माई साइड क्वेरीज। और दूसरा चीज ये है कि मैं आपका नंबर जो आपका लेटर हेड पे नंबर्स जो दिया हुआ है, मैं उसके ऊपर भी ट्राई कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन वो भी कनेक्ट नहीं हो पा रहा है। नॉट रीच।
योगेश, राइट? योर नेम इज योगेश, राइट?
या।
तो फर्स्ट टेक डाउन माय मोबाइल नंबर, डोंट वरी, एंड मुझे मैसेज भेज देना। आपको व्हाट्सएप भेज दे रहा है, कॉल करने से अच्छा, आई विल गिव रिप्लाई एनी टाइम।
Okay, sir.
989205.
Tushar, we are on a public domain. We'll share your number to him separately.
And you investor ID पे ना आरती will आपको immediately give Aarti 2 or 3 days time.
Okay, no issue.
मिल जाएगा।
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, all the best, sir.
Thank you.
you. I think that was the last question for the day. Sir, would you like to give any closing comment before
I
we end
think
this
sir
conference
will
call?
give the closing comment, Kamlesh.
Yeah,
Sure, sir.
yeah. Good morning to everyone. I have listened everybody's question. Thank you, Tushar. Very nicely answered what are our plan. I want to explain all the investors that whatever talk we have about VIL and BSNL, we are simply saying the 3,000 site we will add. 300 crore budget is there. Out of that, 80 crore profit is coming from this year. 150 crore bank sanctions are available with us, and 20 to 50 crore rupees, just like our bill receivables are there. Accordingly, that our vendors also be in 30 to 50 crore rupees credit facility is also available with the vendor part of the thing. So regarding the fund arrangement and everything, we are in place. Winston Churchill has very rightly said that we plan successfully to implement it. Correct? So whatever time has been gone is due to only planning and allocation of the site from operator. Suddenly, these two operators are in a bad shape, BSNL as well as VIL. They are in bad shape in the sense of what I am talking is that AGR dues or VIL is not clearing. Now the government is clear from their AGR dues. BSNL is totally depend upon the Indian budget and their numbers are not coming. So officers are little bit confused how the rollouts will come. But Suyog has already the remark and planned for 3,000 sites. Regarding this, whatever money available with company, each and every part, we want to invest in our domain, not in the new domain. What I am telling is that domain means the Mumbai, Delhi, the company is based on Mumbai. So we are targeting Mumbai MTNL, Delhi MTNL. We acquired the site, acquired the company there and consolidated balance sheet. We have shown you. And these numbers are coming from not from our side. These we are planned with the operators. So the new site, because you've seen the digital India, what going and what the requirement of telecom industry is coming is huge. Not only in the part of every sector, you can see the overburden is going on. Every hotel industry, flight industry, telecom industry, but Suyog is very cautiously want to maintain quarter by quarter. Last 10 years, we have not shown in growth is not right. We have shown the growth perfectly, and this time we have got the orders of more than 6,000. What 25-26 March we are closing to 20. That we have our financial CFO has already explained. Tushar has explained about the site implementation. What we are trying to, as a MD part of you, on the management side of you, that our debt ratio we are maintaining properly. We are EBITDA is maintaining, our profit is maintaining. If we do anything wrong in the hurriness, we do not want to go in the new terrain and install the site. We are expecting the sites which are 3,000 or 4,000. They have the plan of all India, but Suyog is focusing on six terrain where our operation and maintenance is also comfortable to give the operator best result. Why Suyog is preferable partner? Tushar ultimately telling that due to our 99.95 SLA is maintaining. These are the very important issue concerned to all the telecom operators, because taking site, implement it and not maintaining is a very difficult thing. Why the other our competitors small are not coming up? Because of the management of finance and everything will come out, and Suyog is the only person who can roll out the site all over India with the 6 terrain. And another terrain is also we are ready. Our new deployment people also we have completed. Acquisition team are in place. Technical people we have taken, and financial new our CFO, co-CFO. My daughter is also joined. Son is also development manager. All the people are in a place and well in a position. delay is not part of Suyog side. Delay is the part of rollout side from VIL and BSNL. Once their planning is completed, then our planning will start. And we are ahead with them to plan our sites. With our 7,000 tenancy, adding 3,000 is not a difficult, and we are quite confident on this all side. In previous record, for last 10 years, our people are versatile. Our company is in a well position. Our staff is well trained, and operation maintenance part also there. And the good part, I want to inform you that all the VIL payments are in time, and we thanks to them. Only some part of the government, there some paperwork are there. That's why their delay is going on. But that is also we are confident to we handle it, because Suyog is capable to handle government as well as private side. That is my second remark. And new one question is came from that the data center. We are definitely looking. See, the question of the mind investor come last 2-3 meetings. You feel that the Starlight is coming. What is going to happen about the tower? This type of questions are coming. That time also we have informed you that the what the Starlight, any connection anyone see in the market? No. But still we have to answer which are imaginary. Okay. But the same time we should take the cautiously decisions on deploying the some threats, and some development should also come in our mind also, management, that what happen if the Starlight will come, is anything towers are collapsing? No, there is nothing will going to happen. Sometime before the health hazard issue are coming, the market has come newly problems, we are solving that, taking care of that, and systematically analysis the thing, and then we are deploying the towers in the our terrain, and getting management is trying to get more profit and more clarity on this. And this, if we see the government policies plan, that the labor problem is there, that labor they have told previously 5-year gratuity, now they are telling that 3-year gratuity. This type of government norms we have to follow. BSc NSC norms also, SEBI guideline also we are taking all the cares, and by seeing all the optimization of this thing, we are very much confident and nothing to worry about it. We are maintaining our ratios, plus we are growth will be definitely we will achieve. Taking these remarks, I thank you each and every investor from the morning 10 o'clock we taken this early meeting. Next time we will take in a comfortable meeting and we will show our growth. Thank you very much for joining the meeting.
Thank you, sir. Thank you to the management team for giving us their time. Thank you to all the participants for joining us on the call. This brings us to the end of today's conference call. You may all disconnect now. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.